A Bay of Plenty hapū is accusing the Tauranga City Council of breaking its promise to gift or lease a significant piece of land back to it. Last year, the council agreed in principle that the land at 11 Mission Street was to be returned to the Ota-ma-taha Trust and then perpetually leased to the Elms Foundation. But the decision was finally made yesterday that a separate entity be set up to administer the land, involving both the hapū and the foundation. Meriana Johnsen reports.
After heated debates for over a month, councillors remain split as to whether land should go to the Ota-ma-taha Trust or the Elms Foundation. The Deputy Mayor, Calvin Clout, says the joint ownership proposal is a last-ditch solution.
So that is really, you might call, a compromise situation and a solution which I think at the end of the day possibly no one was actually particularly happy with.
A final decision won't be made until the new council has been formed, which Mr Clout says could mean the dispute drags on. He says he regrets how this has damaged the council's relationship with local hapū.
We did have an opportunity to make a real strong, positive, forward-looking move with this decision to gift to the Ota-ma-taha Trust. So that was my personal opinion. I do see this as a minor setback, but I'm still very confident that longer term we will continue to move forward together.
Ota-ma-taha Trust Chair, Puherake Ihaka, is extremely disappointed and says that council has broken its promise to give the land to hapū.
The relationship has definitely suffered. It's taken a backward step. We no longer have that faith and confidence and trust in them. Where to from here is, well, only time will tell in terms of our initial discussions with the new council when that takes place.
But the Mayor, Greg Brownless, who voted against giving the land to iwi, disagrees a promise was made to the hapū.
The indication all along since the land was purchased was that it would go to the Elms Foundation directly. Now, it doesn't mean that council doesn't work with the Ota-ma-taha Trust, for example, around the cargo shed area and Dive Crescent. But in this particular case, I also thought that it's better to have the Elms on one title, if you like.
Elms Foundation Trust Chair Ian Thomas supported the original proposal, which would have seen them lease the land from the hapū. Now, it just wants the council out of the ongoing negotiations.
We would try and keep it as simple as possible. We don't want a lease situation that would leave it in the council's hands, and it's time for it to be removed from the council's hands given their ineptness to date in handling this issue.
Mr Thomas says he'd ideally like the foundation and the hapū to have equal shares in the land, although he has yet to discuss that with the foundation or the trust. Mr Ihaka also doesn't want council in the negotiations, but says it's too soon to discuss what the share of the land would be. The council will now work with both parties to design the entity which will share ownership. Mo te hōtaka o te ahiahi nei, ko Meriana Johnsen tēnei.